groovy.
Let's get on to the shares, man. I want the exclusive. Let's go.
All right, so these are going to be the exclusive picks if I can do that. Oh, that's the wrong pictures. I don't want that folder.
Right. Don't put Pornhub up.
Yeah.
So
are you gonna share it?
Right, we don't need it coming on the screen.
Yeah.
So Alex, do you want to share, or you want me to share it? Just now I could share it on the screen.
No, I'm doing it. Remember, you're the guest, so you sit there and
look pretty.
I'll get them
pretty
up.
there.
Yeah, look pretty. Look pretty. So
prepare yourself, Alex, to completely mess up your photos.
No, I did them in the number order he gave them to me. So
okay, good luck with that.
So the first one is going to be the cyborg.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah. So there's in the questions people are asking, what are we going to do with the DC line, the 1/6 line? So here is a look at an approved concept and design that we're going to do with the 1/6 scale DC line, the classic line.
Sorry, the pictures are gone, haven't it? Dagnammit.
We should just let Bryan take control of this. You fucked this up. You know what I mean? That Superman haircut. Cut that little strand of the fucking hair off. You don't deserve to wear it.
All right, tell me if you can see the pictures then.
I can see them. I'll put them on the middle screen, but I can see them.
Okay. You can see that, yeah?
I can see them, yeah. Yes, I can see them.
All right, so I'm not touching anything else then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, carry on. Sorry.
No problem. So so this is so we're gonna do the Justice League, all of them, and I won't be showing Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman for now, but I'll be showing Cyborg, and you can see there's gonna be other characters. But right now we talk about Cyborg. This is how the concept is gonna be like. He's gonna have a lot of shiny armor and metal parts about him. So this is Cyborg as an approved concept we're gonna develop. Now maybe we can have a look at the next one.
Crazy.
Yeah. Right, let me zoom down a bit because it's there you go. So next one.
Yeah. So you will start to see that for the 1/4 scale stuff, we're going to be cutting down the size of the bases. But with the 1/6, we have a little bit more creative space now, right? What we want to do is for the 1/6 scale, we want to have the characters interact with the environment a little bit more, or show off their abilities a little bit more. So with Aquaman, he's going to be sitting on top of a seahorse and looking all majestic. So this is the concept.
So cool.
Can I just interrupt? So did you say before? I don't think we were actually on the chat, but did you say DC will be worldwide licensed 1/6?
Yes, we'll be worldwide licensed. Yes.
Okay, that's just what people have wanted to know.
That's exciting.
That's quite important to mention, Bryan.
Yeah, it's an important thing to bring up, Bryan.
Yeah. So you could see that the direction we're going is not like the museum style kind of standing there, because it's 1/6. We can get a little bit creativity in terms of the base and the surroundings. Like you can see Aquaman, we might even sculpt the fish swimming around the pillars.
So what realistically here you're talking about is these will almost be close to looking like quarter scale in total size because of because of the bases and the environments and things like that you're looking to bring into it. They'll be quite big pieces, these.
No, the intention is not to make them as big as a 1/4 scale, probably about 2/3 the size of it, around there.
Yeah.
It's going to be smaller than 1/4 scale, but it's going to have a lot more details in it, right? So we can look at the next one as well.
What you got to remember is normally a 1/6 scale character, just the character, is normally about 12 inches.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like then if you
I'm looking at that Aquaman, I'm thinking that Aquaman's going to be around about 20.
So then if you have like a quarter scale statue, they're normally probably about 17, 18, 19, something like that, the figure.
Yeah, but remember, you see, if you have a quarter scale, you put them on the base, and the 1/6 scale, even though we're going to put on the base, but we're still going to amend the base. Like for instance, you look at the Joker, right? We're not going to make the clown head he's standing on that big. It's going to be a bit more submerged into the ground. So this is just 2D concepts, and at 3D stage we will still kind of tweak them, but we don't intend to make them as big as 1/4 scale. That defeats the purpose. But what we want to do is, instead of just having a 1/6 kind of a smaller statue, and people think, hey, it's just 1/6, I still want a 1/4. We're trying to say, hey, the 1/6 can be cool if you have a lot of elements to show a lot more story. So this one for Joker, he's actually stepping out like of a giant, crazy clown-ass robot, right? And we're even looking at making the little, teeth biting things workable as well. So that's the So this is the Joker one. You can start to see that the range of the 1/6 line is quite different. Well, that's how we want it to be, compared to the market kind of offerings right now. Let's see the next one as well. I think the next one will give you a good idea as well, right? So this is Green Lantern, and he's going to be showing off, his ability to construct weapons and show off his powers, right? So this is the Green Lantern.
Yep. Do you want to go next one?
We would pull this off in 1/4 scale. It just wouldn't work. But in 1/6 scale, we can. I think that's the point. The 1/6 scale is giving us a lot more creative freedom as well.
I guess you've got so much more. You've got so much more real estate when you've built statues at you've built statues at 1/4 scale that are huge. So 1/6, you can really sort of feel a decent amount of space with all this environment and stuff like that. I mean, I'm loving the construct there. That looks great.
Next one would be the Flash. So the Flash, it's a we had a bit of a trouble and a debate over this one, because anybody who does a Flash statue, he's just going to be doing the same thing, which is running. For us, we want to make sure that when he runs, he's faster than anyone else, faster than Quicksilver, faster than anyone else on the planet, even the Superman, right? And he's the only guy who could run into the time, back in time or forward in time. So to show, so the best environment for us was to give him a, he runs on this equipment. It's like a treadmill. And part on it. So he uses that as a device to enhance his speed, to achieve his speed to go through time. And so this is the concept. So it wouldn't just be him running, but there will be his effects, his lightning around him, showing him at that speed level. So this is, again, I don't think we've ever seen this in statue form. So I think it's unique enough. So this is kind of
good idea.
A general lineup for a range of the DC stuff that we're going to do in 1/6 scale. Now we can have a sneak peek at something I think a lot of X-Men fans will like.
Ooh. Ready? There you go.
Yeah, man. Professor X.
Professor X, right? I don't think there's a lot of 1/4 scale statues. I don't think there's one. Is there any? But
there's a couple of customs, but there's no licensed ones.
Oh, right. Okay. So what we want to do with this is that, he's often depicted in either a more modern style, like Jim Lee would show him in this kind of in hover chair, right? More modern. But in some other designs, he might be on a more kind of a retro looking old hospital wheelchair, right? So we were kind of thinking about the base issue here. A lot of people are starting to say that the bases are getting too big and too unmanageable. Now, if we were to put both the chair options into one box, the box is going to be huge. It's going to cost a lot to ship. And I think he's an A-lister character, but it's not quite the same level as I would say Magneto, right? So in terms of popularity, I'm not quite sure he's going to sell as much. So what we're going to do is reduce the shipping and the cost of acquiring this piece. So what we're going to do is break him into two options for people to choose from. So you can either get him in this version where he's more modern with Cerebro, or if you go to the next this is another view.
Oh, sorry, that's just another view. So you got his hand down there, and you got his hand up.
So this is just a switch up options for his pose, right? So this is still very modernized, still very hovercraft with computer screens. Now the next picture will be.
I just want to say that this is 1/4 scale now. And this isn't worldwide license, so I just want to throw that in there because we've switched from the DC, which was, and
and then the next one is the next picture is the classic,
and this is the classic one, the one on the classic wheelchair. You see a lot more of his suit, and I think in this setup he's a little bit more I guess, more emotional and more, because we're not going to show a lot of technology here. So this will be what I call a cheaper, in terms of cost, it'll be cheaper to produce because it doesn't have as much pieces. So for price point, as a collector, you could choose which one would you prefer. You want a cheaper shipping, smaller package, a more traditional look, or you want a more modern one with a bigger box. I'll give you these options out.
Are both going to have that Magneto helmet though?
Huh?
Are both going to have that switch out of the Magneto head?
No, because if you notice, right, the modern version has a cerebral head helmet.
Yeah.
To the chair. So for the retro version, we had to give him something special, so he's not just too plain. So he's the one. The retro version will be holding the Magneto helmet.
I like
that. What about if, for example, I wanted both?
Are you going to do a combo pack or like the reduced price?
Well, actually, it's a good point. I think we've seen some comments on if someone wants to buy both versions, will we be able to kind of bundle it with a more more cost-effective bundling together? I think it's a great idea. We haven't kind of discussed on pricing yet and how we're going to do this because we're still kind of like trying to optimize the box sizes to make sure that they have two different price points and so. But I think it's a great idea if for people who wants to buy both pieces, we'll work out a special deal so that they could acquire both at a lower rate than if they were to buy individually one of them. So yeah, I think that's a good point.
Cool. They look great. I really like them. Actually, it's funny enough. I thought I'd like the wheelchair version. All right, so you get a switch out. Is that switch going to probably be a switch out arm, or is that a whole switch out torso?
Arm. Switch out arm. Just by the seams, right? And I might just add as well, because they're the same kind of Professor X, so the arms can be interchanged as well. So, for instance, if you buy both versions, you could swap the one with holding the Magneto helmet into the Cerebro scene if you want.
That's a great idea. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so that is the Professor X. Let's see. The next one would be.
There you go.
It's a Pink Ranger.
Pink Ranger, yeah. I think this, especially for one of the Singapore Power Ranger fans, Jen Ong, is always interested at how we're moving along with our Power Rangers. So this is the Pink Ranger concept. It's been approved. I think they're dynamic. They're going to look cool together, all 5 colors. So far, we're already working on the 3D sculpt. In fact, if you look at the render, it's based on kind of 3D sculpt as well. And I think we're going to be producing it and printing it and getting it colored definitely in time for STGCC, hopefully. And we'll show it off then. But this is the second piece. Then follow after this will be the White Ranger.
Cool. Okay.
Dynamic. That's nice.
The next one then.
This one is my favorite, right? So people have been asking us about Guardians of the Galaxy, right? And now, if you look at this one, you'll notice it's not the movie version. As you're aware, XM is very much into comics and
so I'm closing
a comic version costume, right? And as a result, we had to rework on our Groot and Rocket a little bit to have, because in that comic they wear kind of similar costume. Like this is a blue costume.
God.
Oh, that's good.
So what is that? That's one of the images.
That's the one I want to look at 1/4 scale, life-size scale. Yeah.
God.
So wait a minute, we're the bushwhackers. We're the fucking bushwhackers, are we? I know my wrestling, Brian. Don't think you can throw some shit pictures at my hand. I mean, not know what the fuck you're up to. Fucking bushwhackers. If we're anything with a Legion of Doom, bitch, don't give me that bushwhacker shit. Put some spikes on me and give me a better outfit. For fuck's sake.
I'm trying to zoom out, but it won't let me zoom out of this now.
Just leave the Star-Lord up for a minute, because I'm taking all this in.
I'm trying to zoom out.
Don't stop. I can see it fine. Stop messing about with it. So what we've got there, we've got a few switch outs. Yeah, we've got a few switch outs on the top here. What are they? What we got? Interchangeable arm, gun up, gun down. So the arm switches. Do we have any help? We can have any head changes, Brian?
For this one, at the moment, we didn't plan for that because we actually did get a bit of feedback that most people don't really display the unmasked head version because the mask is just too cool. So yeah, at the moment, we're not planning to have the unmasked head. But if there's a lot of demand for it,
there's a couple of masks though, isn't there, Brian? There's a couple of masks for that character. You've got a couple for Star-Lord in the comics. You've got like a modernized version and sort of like one maybe where he has the same sort of thing, but maybe his hair is out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it just covers his face, like the bottom part. I can't remember.
Yeah. Well,
I'm loving I love the pose and the base. So I like it a lot.
Yeah. Well, but let me just also clear it up, right? This is one of the more kind of updated designs, but we are still looking at changing the base slightly smaller as well to make it all more compact. And as we said, nowadays with a lot of market out there, a lot of products out there, I think space is becoming an issue. So we're going to try where possible, where it's not needed to have a huge base, we're going to streamline it. So this is not the final yet, but I think it's good to just sneak peek of what we're doing right now. Yeah.
Cool. Looks great.
And the last one is just a secret project, right? I mean, like, what are we going to do? So we're going to do a 1-to-1 scale Bushwhacker edition of the RaddTitan.
The funny thing is, Alex looks incredibly pleased with himself there. He's just got a look on his face. He's very happy. I think we clearly won. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I'm actually the guys behind you guys trying to calm you guys down, right? You can see that, right?
That's right, man. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't think this picture will help our dick riding reputation, but we'll definitely consider.
You never know, right? If you put that on a poll, and people might say make like 200 pieces, and we'll make them.
Listen, if you're making that, I demand that we're Legion of Doom. I can't be the Bushwhackers. Fuck me, I can't have
but
that.
If you make it, does that mean we're going to get like number 1001 and 1002?
Yes,
of those?
no, they're the only ones I want.
S1 and S2.
Yeah. All right. So that's all the images and things. So yeah.